they had like two songs that were inexplicably liked in like the late 20 aughts.
Well, now I'm watching a Remember These 2010s commercials YouTube video.
Really?
Yeah.
One thing I love about TV is the commercials. I just watch TV
Mhm.
for the commercials.
There was definitely the God, and I saw this might be like local New York. I don't know if this was everywhere, but there was like a late night like go to trade college thing that was like get connected for free.
Oh yeah. I've seen those. I've seen those most recently when I've been watching bootleg uploads of Price is Right on
Ooh.
YouTube from like the game show network and shit like that. Um, with the those often have the commercials preserved. I mean, I specifically seek out the ones that have the commercials preserved.
Sure.
And you see that fairly often, and also like a lot of ads for drugs with, the usual side effect list and yeah.
Holy shit. I am
Mhm.
watching a Truth commercial. If you remember Truth, those were like
Sure
the anti-smoking
do.
ads.
Sponsored
And
by
it
tobacco companies.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
Is that
Well anyway,
true?
it is a
Mhm.
commercial telling you to swipe left on smoking, and it features the main guy with the big beard from Epic Meat Time.
Do you mean Epic
Hello?
Meal Time?
Yeah, Epic Meal Time, sorry.
Okay.
Same thing. It's the same thing though. Epic
And I
Mealtime always was also Epic Meat Time.
I can't tell if this girl group that's in it is also a real one or if it's just like a commercial girl group.
Truth is doing anti-vape stuff now.
Well, yeah, I mean that
Oh
makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah.
Wow,
That's
That's
co-opted by
metal
Big
in your
Tobacco.
lungs. I see
It's
that
like
all the
double.
time.
Again, it's the thing of like Big Tobacco's also making vapes. Like it's
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Although you saying Truth, I don't know if this was Truth or not. But it did remind me of a commercial that I would reference from the 20 aughts, which is the dog that goes up to the teenage girl and says in English, "Don't smoke pot," and the girl's
Oh,
like,
hell
"What?
yeah.
You shouldn't be talking." And the dog is like, "You're a different person when you smoke pot."
Wow.
I don't remember that.
I don't
I
That's in
remember
the chain
the,
of ones where
know,
like the lady like melts on the
Yeah.
couch, right?
And it's
Oh
relatable.
yeah.
It's
She's
just
like a goof
relatable
lady.
because of how when you smoke pot, you hallucinate your dog talking.
that sounds like a commercial to make me smoke pot.
Yeah.
You could talk with your pet. Oh my god.
Yeah, it sounds
Yeah,
great.
that sounds great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Before we move off commercials, can I ask if anybody remembers the Erin the Esurance girl?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. The pink
People
hair
were
girl.
horny
Oh,
for
yeah.
that lady.
Yeah, a lot of porn of her. So much.
That's not why I brought it up. I just wanted to say I'm a fan.
Uh-huh. Hey, you know what? I get it.
Then why did you bring it up?
I get it.
You know what? I because she should be celebrated. IMO. I just wanted
Yeah,
to
because
say
she's like pink hair Kim Possible.
yeah. Well,
And that's why, just because of Impossible.
we were talking about commercials. She came to the front of my mind.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
she can get it.
You said it, and you were right to say it.
Hey, are we live, by the way?
We've been live.
I hope so.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Just checking.
Yeah.
Just double checking. I'm gonna pop out the chat here. Have it
I
on the
googled
right
Aaron Esurance, and one of the
with
things that
safe
popped
search
up
on.
was Esurance from CBS News. Esurance acts as Aaron after the secret agent took on an X-rated life of her own.
Oh, that's poor Aaron.
Wow.
They were
Now
like,
I feel bad for her.
She lost her
Too
voice
horny.
acting gig because they made too hot of a character?
Yeah.
We would
Wow.
have so much less Sailor Moon if the universe followed that rule broadly. It's not fair.
Aw.
I think it's an unfair standard to hold the media property
It
to.
totally is.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Yeah. And especially because now, I feel like most brands would be thrilled if people were
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
This
yeah.
was
drawing
like,
a bunch of porn.
I
of
don't know,
their
10, 15
card.
years ago. So
Yeah.
Anyway.
I saw that Tumblr's letting mature content back on there, so really the market is
Ooh,
ripe
love to
for
see
a
a last
company
gasp.
to make
So
a
it's not
hot
the
cartoon
Yeah,
lady.
that's fake. That's a honeypot, I think is what they.
Yeah,
Oh,
So-
Tumblr's
I
like
just
coming
saw a
back into
TikTok
vogue
about it. I don't know.
with people who were like kids when it was big and who wanted to be cool on Tumblr, and now they're like, "Wait, I'm an attractive late teen early 20s person now. I can be a Tumblr girl." And it's like getting a re-spike of interest, and I think Tumblr maybe wisely has looked at that and been like, "Hey, you know what? Uh let's milk this cow while we can." And it's probably, that would be my guess.
Well, stay off Tumblr. I've heard good things about co-hosts. Apparently, Janine's been posting about pens on
Chostin?
co-hosts.
I've
true, although I
toasted some
haven't seen one
pens.
since
I
the
have
last one.
toasted some pens. Um,
And on that note, I'm gonna reveal our little browser here. People are gonna see
yeah.
the real reason
The
we
real shit.
gathered today.
We are gathered here today.
Dearly beloved.
This is no, okay, so actually this tone is appropriate because the reason this stream is happening is that for the first time in, I want to say, like 3 or 4 years, I don't think I'm getting a Mosseri planner this year, and it's hard for me because
Wow.
it's been, for the majority of the time that I've been using a planner as an adult, the Mosseri planner has been my planner of choice. Before that, I kicked off with a Hobonichi, like the little skinny weeks, and I hated the paper, and I hopped off of that to, I think it was a like term, and that was okay, but I just was, it didn't seem particularly special. And I saw the Mosseri planners, and I was like, oh, these are cute. These are super cute. And they have little covers that are interchangeable, so if I like the cover, I can keep it and swap the book out, and I never do that because they always release new covers from artists, and I think it's cool. And so I used a Mosseri planner for a while because the paper's a good thickness. It's got like stuff at the front for you to set goals and things. But so the problem with this planner is that this company, I want to say, is based in Singapore. I'm not actually sure. Malaysia? Maybe it might be
Malaysia, I think.
Yeah, it's Malaysia. So the shipping already, they have free shipping, as the top of this website says. But for Canada, it's like you have to spend like $130 or something.
Yeah, it's like 90 for the US, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. But my problem isn't actually the shipping cost, which is usually about like $20, which like is fucking high. It's high. I'm not going to say it's not high, but for something that's coming from Malaysia, I get it. My problem is that they only ship to Canada via DHL, and when DHL delivers something to me, they say, "Hey, can we have an extra $20?" And I say, "Why?" And they say, "Pay now." So
What?
it ends up costing $40 to get a $40 planner. And I am, it's like a thing of like, I just, as much as I love these planners, as much as I love Mosseri and I love what they do and I love their shit and I want to like support them, I sent them an email about this last year, which I felt really, it was a very apologetic email, not a mean one. Just being like, hey, this is what's up. You might end up losing business in Canada if you want to know why. This is what's happening with me. Is DHL will hold my package hostage unless I just give them extra money for reasons. Because this isn't also Canada's customs. This is not a high enough amount to trigger customs usually, and duties and things like that. So like if I order shit from, when I order shit from like Amazon Japan or whatever, they don't give a shit. It is just like something about what's happening here where they want my fucking money. So I would like to find an option that I don't have to ship so expensively. And if I fail in doing that, I'll bite the bullet and get another Mosseri. But
Yeah, this is about to be a very difficult screen because I think that me and Trey both just bought Mosseri
I know.
Mhm. Yep.
In our first stationery stream, I think I really gave a hard sell on Mosseri because I think I also just did give another big hard sell on Mosseri because I do really like their stuff. I like how flexible it is. It's cute, whatever. The monogram stuff's free. But yeah.
Well, there's options out there, and we're gonna find what fits
There
best for
are.
you.
Janine, what is it between these two planners that you want one over the other? Like, what is it one doing for you that the other one isn't?
So I have some criteria, right? I have some
Oh,
things that I
yes.
like.
Let's go down the list.
I wrote some of these down. I made a notion to get my thoughts in order. I like it when the paper I have some needs and likes. My needs are the paper has to be relatively thick. I don't like Tomoe River paper. I know ink doesn't bleed in it, but it ghosts and also it tears so easily if you're using something erasable. And because I do a lot of my pre-planning with erasable pen, the paper gets fucked up so easily when you're erasing that erasable pen, and I don't want to have to get my heat gun out to erase a page every fucking time. And that's insane.
Yeah.
That's
Did
like
you-
that's no, that's nonsense.
Did you ever? I know that this is off topic, but did you ever get a chance to try the thicker Tomoe River paper, the
Not yet, no.
30% thicker stuff?
No, not yet.
I consider
think
that paper to be
still-
fountain pen paper anyway, and so it's like if you're not using a fountain pen on it anyway, you're using a just like a gel pen or
At that point,
a
though,
roller
it's like,
ball.
why wouldn't I get like Rhodia? Rhodia is like my favorite fountain pen.
I have a
paper,
Rhodia.
and it's a little
I
easier.
really don't
to
like
access.
the way that Rhodia
No?
works with my fountain pens. No, it smears all over the place, and it doesn't look nice when it dries. It looks kind of flat. So I originally bought Rhodia because I heard how much people like it, and then I was having a lot of problems with it. Also, it does bleed for me. It doesn't ghost as much, but it bleeds a lot. It dries slow, and it kind of looks flatter than
Oh.
other papers that I have.
Hmm.
It doesn't shade as
I
nice.
don't know. Rhodia also doesn't do planners, sadly, so it's like kind of a moot point.
Yeah.
Even if I, would prefer their paper.
I think they do have
Uh,
like a special planner
They
thing,
they
but it's
do,
like
but it's like undated and weird, and it's like
and it's
not
one.
what
They
I'm
have
after.
like one option. They have like this is their one.
Yeah,
pen
so
that
this
they
is
do.
the thing is that in my criteria there are some layout particularities that I like. So the reason that this worked for me really well is that the paper is relatively thick. I like that it has its like, what do you want to do this year pages, but it also just has some plain dot grid pages for you to do whatever you want. So I'll do like budgeting. I'll do like if I hear any good if I hear any good hacks, like cleaning hacks or makeup hacks or whatever, I keep track of them in there just because it's if I try and it works and I really like it, I have a page for those things.
Do you have a
um,
recent hack that you like?
I'll open and see what's my most recent hack.
Ooh.
I also use it to keep track of like movies and books and stuff I want to see. I have some printouts here, some like CBT printouts about like when you have fucked up thoughts.
Sure.
I got like pens, like a test page of all my pens that I use in my planner, so I can like, pick out the pen I want to use that week for my layout. What's my most recent hack here?
And if anyone else has a good hack,
it's when you are lining your lips, don't line all
Mhm.
the way into the corners of the lips because it'll bring the corners of your lips down.
Gotcha.
Focus on the bow and sort of the lower lip. Kind of do more of an oval focus on that oval.
Ooh.
And it's more flattering. That's my hack, my most recent hack.
here's my most recent hack. I saw someone using a fine mesh strainer on a stick of cold butter. And it
Oh
just
yeah,
yeah, to,
I
like,
saw
grate the
that.
butter
right out.
Yeah.
All right, good. We all saw the butter hack.
Wait, what?
And look,
That's a good one.
Yeah, you take a fine like a sieve, or a screen,
Mhm.
and you.
Was this all for that?
No.
Okay, it's just a coincidence. You just put the
Yeah,
pieces
yeah,
together,
yeah,
or
I
okay.
just saw it. I took it.
I thought you had it in the chamber. I thought you were just waiting.
No, I saw it and I took it.
Mhm.
You can take a fine mesh strainer, and you can scrape the top of a stick of cold butter, and it will basically give you something like a whipped spreadable butter out of cold
Oh.
unspreadable butter.
I saw someone do this with a vegetable peeler recently, and it was like, oh, you can just have
Oh.
like sheets of butter.
Yeah, I think this is more that, but more intense,
Sure,
fluffier,
sure,
lighter,
sure.
more spreadable.
Okay, yeah.
I've also seen box crater butter.
For the chat, which halfway exploded in people recognizing that, you should listen to the most recent Family Feud
Mhm.
Yeah.
video, which is very good.
Right
It
here
should
on
be
this channel.
Still should be a VOD on Twitch, but if you're like on YouTube, it'll probably be on YouTube, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So I actually want to answer some like the other. I need a horizontal weekly layout. Is the other thing. I can't do a
Okay.
vertical. It makes me. I cannot
Well,
hour because I will not do them in that hour, and then I will feel bad.
yeah.
Yeah.
So just
Oh,
for
this
me
is an
to
example
feel
of what you mean. So you like horror? You like? I can't read them. Hold on. Okay, there we go.
This is also wait.
Question-
This is not their usual layout. This is
No,
weird.
it's not. I'm looking at my current half-year
Did they
horizontal
change their
layout, and
layout?
I
it
heard
looks
someone
different.
in chat say that they changed them. Yeah.
Okay, well then I would have never. I couldn't do Mosseri this year anyway because I can't do this. I
'Cause
need.
this-
I need a
this-
thicker day.
Yeah.
This just looks like one is just the other rotated 45 degrees.
No, well, this one has like hourly. It has like marked out like 9 a.m., 10 a.m., noon. It has things for like this is you want the vertical if you like have classes that you need to block in, or a lot of meetings, or like a really
Mhm.
regimented work day. But for me,
Mm.
I have meetings and stuff, and I usually will block that in a certain way. But I don't have a day that's like that strict, and also if I try and make my day that strict, I will fail. So I need a layout that will give me room to do things when I have the inclination and the time and whatever to do them, without having to like feel like I'm shuffling stuff and missing stuff. And
Yeah. Dre, you just got one of these. Or you both just got one of these? Have you
Well-
both been using the weekly thing?
Yes, and
Uh,
the one I got mine basically right after our last stream, so I still have the old design for this second half of the 2022 planner.
yeah, I'm gonna
Huh.
see if I can pull that up. It'll give me a chance to show off my.
I mean, I can
current
try to take a
cover.
picture of mine. The lighting in here sucks, but
I wonder if the undated planners would have it because they might be old stock.
I
That
have.
might be different.
I
Oh.
bet on their sales, yeah, they've got the
Here we go.
2022 half-year planners under their sale.
Yeah. Plus, they have like.
I have this. I got
misprints
this
or
cover.
whatever. Ooh.
With I think the Sibylline art box. I really like her covers. The one I'm using right now. I wonder if he'll have it here. I love these. The like houses, really
Mhm.
cute. I guess they don't have them. This one doesn't matter.
I was really
have a random
undecided
one.
between this one, the one that you're looking at right now,
Oh,
and the there's like a like a lime green, yellow, blue sort of gradient, cloudy sort of looking one, and I ended up going with the pastel one.
yeah.
But the, like-
here's the old layout.
Yeah,
here's the
here's
weekly
Yeah.
block.
good shit.
I
right
love
here.
this layout because you have the big
Okay.
open area where you have first of all you have the bar on the side, right? I love the bar on the side because that's where I put my tape. Step one, got to
True.
put the tape
Ooh.
on the bar
Yeah.
on the side, and then I put like the numbers over top, make it look fancy, make it look cute.
Mhm.
I like the big open area, the unlined, ungridded area because that's where I put like here's the stuff I would like to accomplish today. Here are my meetings. If I have a stream planned or something, if I have a doctor's appointment, all of that goes there. My like must do stuff. And then the grid is the stuff that I actually do. So stuff that I get done in the day that's like, well, I didn't like have to do this, but I wanted, or anything that wasn't a must do in general, I'll put there. If I watch a movie, if I yesterday I had to yesterday I made a new handle for one of our garbage can insert things out of a wire hanger. Took me like a half hour. I'm putting that in there for sure because I want to know like
It's a brag
yeah,
section.
I did that. Yeah, it's totally a brag section, right? Because I need a planner that gives me space for that because otherwise
Mhm.
my brain will trick me into thinking I have done nothing and have never done anything.
Mhm.
Yep.
So having that evidence there of like just packed of like I had a really eventful and productive week is good. I could not I could not truck with this new weekly layout. The new weekly layout is
It's
very
too
reminiscent of the
squished.
Hobonichi one. It's very squished, right? Look how spacious these cells are. It's way different. Um,
Sad,
the
very sad.
the Loic term planners also use that layout where it's like there's I believe, a blank page on the sort of facing thing where you can keep all your notes. And like, that's good to a degree, but I don't generally want a note section that big because I will make a big to-do list for myself that I cannot get through in 1 week, and it will just keep moving. And again, that becomes a point of myself of like beating myself up.
Mm-hmm.
I, these are, a planner is a very elaborate and personal coping mechanism. And this, I'm walking everyone through my particular style of it, but so Mossery's out of the question for this year.
I like Clairefontaine paper. Do they have planners?
That's the problem, is a lot of like the good, I wouldn't be surprised if they had one of these vertical ones. I think the vertical ones are most common. Because they're like professional, you know, they're like they're good for students, they're good for like business people, and that's not my life. Or how my brain works. Beauregard, recommendations are absolutely welcome, although I will say I have some notes of stuff that I'm going to be considering here. I wonder if I can just pull up. I have this cover. I used this cover last year, I think, the lemon tree one.
Oh, that's really nice.
It's really cute, right? The one I'm using this year, I have this Moon Lake one on my sketchbook. I don't know if I can. Oh, here's the one I have on my planner this year. Is the Purnama one.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's cute.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, I'm so mad about. I would love. My dream is to get another A5 planner that fits these covers, but that's, you know, who knows.
Oh yeah, well, we could. Who knows?
Other things I like about Mossery is that the lines aren't too dark. Like the marking on the pages is usually like a gray or like a light blue. So it's very easy to either use it or to cover it up and like write my own days or whatever in, depending on where I'm at design wise with that layout. Yeah, I think that's like the key stuff, right? I would prefer grid to lined. I don't like lined paper. Not too much like, there's a lot of, with the planner boom, I think a lot of planners have come out that have at the start of every week a whole like habit and routine section, and like I don't want any of that because I'm not going to use it. So that rules out a whole category of planners for me. I'm gonna check this. What's this? Oh, hey, okay, I'm gonna Beauregard in the chat posted a link, and let's scope this out and see if it meets the criteria, because that's the purpose of this stream.
Ooh,
is to figure it out, you know? Very cute cover. I like these. I like that it's Amazon Japan. Oh, I like the shrimp one. That's so cute. Shrimp
I didn't realize it was.
planner.
I just looked over like and just absorbed what I saw, and for a quick, just half a second, thought that this was a $1,700 plan.
No. This is fun, which is important for a tanuki. You almost miss them, but they're there.
I'm loving
Extra
these
detail,
designs.
you know?
This is
That little owl.
Yeah,
Oh, these are really cute.
Yeah, these are top tier.
But what's
Hedgehog.
inside? Ooh, little hedgehog.
Well, yeah. Okay, let's see what's inside. Oh, the back. Oh my god, the back is different. Oh, the apple's cut.
What?
Oh no, is the shrimp fried?
Is the hedgehog
It
cut?
These are so cute.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, it's the dog's
That's a little
ass. I
dog
thought it was a
butt.
guy like squatting and holding his knees. I was like, what was the front of this one? Stars, plant. These are really cute.
Yeah.
Aw.
Oh.
This is amazing. Wait.
Yeah. Wait, why is the what? Hey,
Oh
what?
no.
Maybe it was. Maybe it's like a
It's like
hedgehog
a, it's
toy.
like a, or like a needle joke. It's like a joke about the hedgehog's needles.
Oh,
I could have
okay.
just looked at this.
Okay.
Huh? I have that pen. So, so the interior. This is.
Okay, it's a little busy.
It's so. When I look at this, I'm immediately reminded of like the planners I would get in high school because of the lined sections and also the really dark print. I do kind of. I wish this was a grid. I like that it's divided in half. I like that there's room for tape here. I could do the tape horizontally or vertically. That's options. The number of lines bugs me though, because sometimes I'll have a day where I need to really like squeeze things in, and sometimes I'll have a day where I don't need to. So having lines kind of prescribes how many things you can put there. This is really cute though. Is there a
these covers are
paperweight?
great.
It's stitch bound, which is nice. I don't really like something that's glued. Perfect bound. Oh, hedgehog from the popular One Point series. In Europe, there is a legend that auspicious animals that bring good luck to your back. In Europe, it is said to be a garden, and it is like Japanese geckos that protect plants from pests. I wish there was a paperweight here. Like, I want to know.
Yeah.
I want to know what how sturdy the paper is. Because I'm not familiar with the brand. I'm going to put this in the maybe pile, though. I'm going to save this. I might have to do a little research off stream.
Are there any reviews? People might have asked the question.
There
Hey, what
aren't,
is the thickness of this
unfortunately.
paper?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it doesn't say. I feel like planner people know that people want to know the thickness of the paper.
But if it's like a brand that's, it's a planner for specifically an upcoming year, so it's like people would have had to order it already, and
Yeah.
I bet there'll be a lot of reviews for this in 4 months.
But is there not one from the previous year?
I don't know. I find the Amazon brands very unhelpful. Often doesn't work,
Yes.
but
Yeah.
here we go.
Ooh.
There's a bunny.
Yeah.
Is that different? We didn't see the bunny, did we?
No,
I
yeah,
don't
this
think
is
there was a
different.
bunny.
Oh my god, this is a cute brand. They're doing stuff, and I appreciate that. I'm gonna check this one with the most reviews, though.
alien.
It's all really good. Okay. One comment. Please translate to English. I've been using this notebook for several years in a row. A smartphone is sufficient for work schedules, but paper notebooks are convenient for personal memos and event schedules. This monthly shirt is thin and not bulky, so even if you put it in your bag, it won't get in the way. And the cover is sturdy, so it won't twist. The clean design of each page is elegant and attractive. This makes me wonder if the paperweight is going to be closer to a Tomoe River, because that is such a popular weight or popular type of paper in Japanese planners. They want it to be really thin.
Yeah.
Whereas for me,
They
I don't
did
care if it's
go out
thin.
of business though. So
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't remember if I think I learned this right after our stream, but in the last 2 years they discontinued the brand. They were going to stop production of paper, and another company ended up buying them. And so I think that a lot of places that was getting Tomoe River for their notebooks and planners started getting them from other places, and then another brand picked up production, and it's like slightly different paper now.
Beauregard, I hadn't scrolled down into this link. They say, I use this planner with erasable pens and fountain pens. The paper seems thin, but I've never once ripped it. Some ghosting with fountain pens, but nothing intolerable. They have a ton of formats, but this is the one that most closely matches the old Mossery. Lined, unfortunately, becomes with a notebook of gridded paper that slips into it.
Oh, so you would have like a separate.
So I already have kind of that. I keep a couple travelers for like when I'm taking work notes or things like that. And those are like inserts inside of the leather cover. Uh, so that's yeah. Thick. I should say that like thickness is not a thing I'm concerned about because this planner just lives on my desk. I don't carry it around unless I'm like traveling and it's in a suitcase. Um, my current planner, because it's full of tape and bullshit, the cover doesn't close properly on it. But if I squeeze the cover down, it's about like an inch and a quarter thick. So it's it's a big boy. Katie Deek in the chat mentions Archer and Olive. I looked at Archer and Olive. It's like they have a very simple planner. I really want to try Archer and Olive products, but they seem a little more like bullet journal focused. And knowing myself, I don't think I could keep up a bullet journal, so I tend to need some foundation to work from. Catching up on chats.
I found this company's website, but they also don't have any more details on their website about paperweight.
My yeah, I don't think that and I almost wasn't on this stream because I haven't successfully used a planner in
It's tough.
since high school. My my avant-garde way of planning now is to just have a daily notebook that is essentially an unimportant notebook that I can write whatever I want on whatever page, and I will just write things that I want to do that day and cross them off as I do them, or your little bragging section, I will just write something I've already done and then cross it off immediately.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
There is no shame in that.
Yeah,
Get
no,
your
it's great.
dopamine
And
or whatever.
it's even important to just remember the things that you did during a day.
Yes,
That is something any of my therapy clients I'm working with where we talk about making lists, I tell them to all do that. At the end of the day, add all the other shit you did on your list and cross it off.
My therapist is why I have a lot of these habits, because I was explaining a lot of my stuff to her, and it was a lot of like, well, you don't have to carry the list over, like, or you don't have. There's no rules. Like, you can just, if you do a thing, you can. It's fine.
Yeah, and it's also like, I think it's for however useful it might be to go like, oh no, I didn't do anything today. Like, so I think that's sometimes like, good to acknowledge. If you really didn't do anything, you shouldn't make stuff up, but you can feel free to put something that you never would have put on a list on your to-do list if it'll help you out that day.
Yeah,
just be like, I made dinner, cross off, done, I made it. And it's like, okay, did you need to make dinner on your to-do list just to cross it off? Maybe you did, actually.
That's the thing, is like, if I cook a dinner that takes more than 5 minutes, that goes in there. Everything, you gotta give yourself credit for the shit you get done. Katie posted this, and I'm extremely interested, actually, from papier.com.
That says papier. That's paper when you have papy, but it's a little more papy.
I like this because the layout doesn't seem too dark. 85 GSM, so that's okay.
Yeah, that's pretty thick.
That's pretty good. I bet that's probably I wonder what the Mossery is out of... Where do I find that even? Wait.
It's tabs all the way down from here.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I didn't see. I'm kind of surprised that. I'm sure that people, because Clairefontaine's another one of those brands that people just take Clairefontaine paper and put it in their notebooks because people really like it. But I'm surprised because they are a brand that will like have a bunch of different notebooks and like they're not like super in on doing a bunch of different covers for things, but I'm surprised I'm not seeing a plan like a Clairefontaine branded planner on their website.
Yeah, a lot of them just don't. They're just not on it. You know, they're just not on the.
Yeah, get on it.
So this seems like Mossery is 100 GSM. So 85 is not too far off from that. It is a little bit lighter, but the Mossery planner paper is stodgy
100
enough.
is sturdy. That's very sturdy.
Yeah, I know. That's why I like it.
Yeah.
It can handle just about anything other than, like, if you put something watery or alcohol markers or whatever, that'll bleed through. But it's very ghosting unfriendly, I guess, paper. But I could live with 85. It's a Ghostbuster. What is this person? Swim? Cooking? Cookies? Tuesday's my cookie day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Swimming day followed immediately by cookie day. It is good that it's not the reverse.
My only problem with this one is that the weekend is so small and there's no like notes area where you could do like a catch-all for like, here's the stuff I want to get done this week, but I don't know where it fits, you know?
Yeah.
But again, I'm adding this to the list.
Yeah, you would have to sort of create your own space with like highlighters or
sometimes I'll put like a sticky note in, but I don't like that I'd have to like throw that sticky note out.
You could start getting like a stamp or something that designates a little section for yourself.
That's true. Or I mean, the thing I could do is like carve out a chunk from one of the bigger days, like on Monday. I don't know. I'm not. This stream is thankfully not about making a decision because that'll take me months. It will take me months, weeks. You know.
You have the rest of the year to make this.
Yeah, this is an open-ended. Don't expect a narrative if you're sitting in the chat.
I actually also have some other ones I have some other ones to check out. Someone mentioned the Muji planners. I think it was Virginia Payne in the chat. Is from what I would call a Muji like store. I've been looking at the Mochi Things Mio planners and notebooks, and actually I don't know if Mio is the best one. There's like the one I'm looking at most is like a 6-ring planner. Can I just search? Oh, this is their search. Okay, right. There's my things I've searched for recently. Okay. Let's see.
I think
we've got a pirate.
Ordered a.
I guess, yeah. Don't bother, by the way. The Art Academy ROM is notoriously uncooperative. It doesn't really work very well.
That's the ultimate anti-piracy method, is
just make
a game that's difficult to make work.
I think
Jordan, it is weird that it populates an incognito window. I agree. I don't know what that was about. Sorry, what was that, Allie?
I guess it's cookie day on the browser too.
Yeah,
I think I've ordered from Mochi Things before, is what I was saying.
Yeah, they have a lot of stuff. They have like lifestyle stuff and all kinds of different plannery things. I think this one might be new since I last looked.
Oh. Yeah, and they have a wide range of like styles and types in a way that like what you're doing now, just the sort of like, I'm going to go through here and open 30 tabs and then wind down in terms of what I want, is great.
I came to this brand specifically because of the Mio like slim planners, but ended up I really need to find the 6-ring ones that they do. Ooh, pancakes. That's a great cover. Pancakes. I had one of these for a while, the big like long ones you put on your desk. That was I think my true gateway. That was like before I committed to Hobonichi even, was like, can I actually do this? Can I keep this up?
My own
space. Not a bad option. Keith, that might actually be good for you. Like an undated, like weekly, just one that's just like you leave it on a desk kind of thing. It's kind of long, so you can put it behind a keyboard. Yeah.
My desk is, it's not cluttered, but it is, the space is used.
Prism. Oh, that's 2022. Well, whatever.
One of the best things that I ever did was I got 2 monitor risers. So they're basically just platforms that you put your computer monitor on, and it gives you space underneath your monitors to put stuff. Now I have even more stuff on my desk.
I got monitor arms, which are also, that's...
Oh, yeah.
You got all kinds of space under your monitors when you get one of those things.
Yeah, I can't do that, though.
Oh, here we go. Wait, that didn't... Okay.
Jordan says using risers is better for your posture too, since you're not looking down. That is true. I did notice that I sit better when the stuff I'm looking at is at eye level.
We got a link to a resale of the Muji planner, but still the proper Muji planner. This is the 2022 one. It might be that the 2023s are not in yet.
It seems like it's the same layout.
Here we go. Yeah, this is the Mosseri, the new Mosseri style, right?
Yeah.
But it's like it's it's faint. Like it's. I wouldn't be unhappy with this planner, but it's not the ideal. Is that a juice up? No, it's just a pen.
And we do get points for spotting juice ups.
Yeah.
We do. Let's look at a few of these. Actually, no, wait. I was going to pull up that 6-ring, wasn't I? Fuck. The problem with this website is there's so much. There's so much.
Yeah. You could really... You could spend a lot of time on there.
You can just throw yourself into it and never
While we're looking at notebooks still, I have a grievance. I have a product grievance. I got I like sticky notes.
Yeah, they're cool.
But I have a lot of pens that sticky notes do not cooperate with. And so I got the Midori paper sticky note thing that they sell. They have like a little sticky note pad, and I was like, this is great because I have that. I have a Midori notebook, not one of the not their traveler's notebook stuff, but the like actual Midori brand paper stuff that they sell. And I was like, that paper's great, so let me buy this. This is clearly different paper. This stuff is terrible. This is the worst paper that I own now. So if anyone out there is tempted, I like Midori paper. I should get the Midori paper sticky notes. Do not bother. It's horrible. Terrible paper. I'm just looking at it. I keep it here on my desk because I'm like, I can't throw it out. I bought it. It was like, it cost as much as getting 5 stacks of sticky notes to get one thing of this. Miserable.
This is not the weekly layout that I was looking for, but this is also I would consider an option because I can divide this in half myself, right? It's roomy. There's a to-do area. There's not too much going on. It's undated, which I don't love, but whatever. Like that's stuff I can cope with. They have a lot of.
You could put in like other paper into the binder that you're using.
Yes, that's the thing, right? It's like if I want pages at the start, if I want those dot grid pages to keep track of my cool life hacks, like don't put lip liner in the corner of your mouth, then I can put that at the beginning myself. And they have a bunch of different. They have so many like different types of refill. Pet care checklist. Monthly plan. See, okay, this is lined, which it seems like it switches between, okay, the to-dos are lined and then it's grid. But like this is closer to what I'm after. And there's a lot of room here for tape and stickers and whatever bullshit I want to put on there. And the paper I've heard is, this paper is probably, oh, it's 120 GSM. Okay, so
all right.
it's heavier than Mosseri even.
Ooh, yeah, that's some thick paper.
That makes me think that that's not true. 120 GSM, we're talking like watercolor paper at that point. It's like, I don't know.
This is light cardboard stock. This is like a business.
Is that like the cover? Are they talking about the GSM on the cover?
That is just a bit over twice as thick as a sheet of Tobey River.
I didn't know how much I was here for stationary shit talk, but I love it.
I also love this cover. It's a little expensive, but if I committed to the 6-ring binder lifestyle, it's very nice.
Yeah, this is an investment for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But then think how long
I'd
you'd
have
use
to.
It. You would be changing.
Yeah, and also like I could change up my interior cover because they also sell those. They sell like just like a cool design you can just put in there. I don't need all this pocket shit, but still.
I feel like putting a whole pen right there would make it feel lopsided.
Well, no, because the rings raise it a little bit, and then when you close it, the exactly sneaks into the
Yeah, Allie knows what's
not
up.
A juice up.
Mm-hmm.
No, it is not a juice up.
It looked like a Safari Lamy to me.
So here's like even more refills.
I mean,
here's these 2023s.
This is cute. I like the little pocket.
Little card in the front. Yeah, the pocket in the front is nice.
That's photo
your weekly sticker stuff in there.
Yeah.
Cute. Okay. I like that their layout is different than what I usually see. Even if it's not necessarily divided in half, I like that. I don't need a map in it, to be honest.
It is like a little. You have a lot of elbow room with this, right? Because you have the tape area. You could decorate the little "here's what week it is" thing with like a little sticker or a little "I absolutely have to do this week" sort of thing.
Yeah. It's 100 GSM.
All right.
I'm a little. What's the size on this? Oh, there's charger. There's larger ones in the series. I was gonna say this seems wide format. I don't know what that means. This seems like a week's style. Yeah, this is like tall and small. Milk cookie. Must be Tuesday.
Is that like a slim B6 or something?
That would be my
slim
guess.
Is like, they feel too. I think they're too slim. I think that kind of thing's too slim.
It's so much like you got put it in a purse, you know. I think that's the motivation, is like you need, it's like a planner to fit in a purse because it's the size of a or something. I'm gonna check out this larger one, the Planner M.
Ooh.
What makes it M?
It's medium. Oh, this is a horizontal.
You're my favorite bear.
all this bear stuff is pretty good.
Oh, the little bear figure next to the clock. That was cute.
Very cute. I like this monthly. I love this, actually. This is really cool.
Yeah.
I don't love that the text is Korean, but like that's, I think, a fact of life if you're looking outside of like passion planner world and whatever, is like, yeah, your planner might have some Korean or Japanese in it. Not the end of the world. Oh, I don't like this.
Yeah, this weekly spread is not going to work.
Close up on the milk cookie. That's good.
Love a milk cookie.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, this is not as good as the smaller one was.
I love that it's like a soft leather, though. Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is unfortunate how prevalent the B6 Slim size is, because B6 is a wonderful size for a notebook. But B6 Slim is just too slim. It's just not wide enough. It's a frustrating size to use, I think.
Oh, I hate some of this. I don't like this. I don't like what I'm seeing here.
Ooh.
Oh, the yearly layouts?
This is monthly.
Oh.
That's it. Whoa. Is that what wide is? Holy shit.
Oh.
That's big.
The planner W.
Oh, that's wide. Look at that.
Huh.
Make it landscape.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
hate it.
Well,
Yeah, I kinda
Is
don't
there
hate
an
it.
L and a W, or just does it go from M to W?
There's an L. But that was the one I was just looking at. That was just the monthly. I don't. Wait, what? This doesn't make sense to me. What's this if it's this?
Yeah, I'm also confused.
Can you go back to the page where it had all of the spreads?
I don't know if that was all of them or if that was. Ooh. I don't know if they have. Okay. What's the horizontal one?
This is
then?
how
What?
Instagram has poisoned product pictures by.
Oh
Like,
my
these
God,
are very
yes.
nicely composed shots
Yeah,
that are
yeah.
actually really hard to decipher if what you're trying to do is figure out what the product contains.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like these big numbers. I guess this is okay. This is the month. This is like on the side. This is like what you plan for each week of the month is what they're showing.
Okay. And then there's also like individual
Yeah.
day ones as well. Is that?
It is a little small. It's like it seems like it's like a photo album size, like one of those pocket photo albums
It
from the
reminds
90s.
me of the size. Oh man, it is very specifically reminding me of when I was a kid and we went to Disney World and I bought the official Disney World autograph book to get all the Disney characters to sign.
Yep.
I was not committed enough to fill out that book.
Oh, listen.
I was very excited to get it, and then after getting it, realized that I thought that was not a fun way to spend my time at Disney. For me.
Getting the autographs of people in costume? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, being 4.
I got the autograph of each one of the Ninja Turtles. So
nice.
They were Disney?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was back when they had like the Hollywood studio shows, and so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There was probably some cross-brand stuff going on there.
So this is a contender for layout, based purely on layout. This one again, I just want this but bigger, you know?
Yeah.
I need a little more room. I also don't need a map of Korea.
Well,
which is fine. You can put anything in there, but
this is reminding me of another thing that I thought that I would use as a young child and then ended up obviously never using was a wallet with little photo slots in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll definitely keep photos in there, and then I became someone who had a wallet, and I was like, why would I put photos in here for what?
Yeah.
Of what? With what camera?
Time to start collecting K-pop albums and put your photo cards in there. I need a new wallet. We should do a wallet stream. Damn.
Oh yeah, I've become like a weirdo who does who just like has a slim wallet where it's like, here's your card slots and then a coin pocket, and that is it.
Yep. It's the best.
Yep.
Allie,
I have a try.
Co-hijack your wallet stream because I need a new work bag.
Oh yeah, bag stream.
Sure. Let's just go.
Allie,
let's just go to Bloomingdale's together.
We had matching wallets for a while, didn't we?
What's up, Janine?
We had matching wallets for a while, didn't we? We both had Sailor Moon wallets.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
That's fun trivia.
I'm gonna link my wallet that I used for literally years. I still have it. I still use it sometimes, but I am currently using a trifold wallet that I got at Macy's when I was 9 or 10.
Yeah, I was using a Poketo dome wallet, which was a really thin wallet, but the break-in process for it was so weird that I don't want to go through it again, so I want to get a different sort of wallet.
I have the orange one of these.
Actually, that brand might have. Let me check them out. If they have planners, I'm gonna link that.
Wait, where'd you link this?
Oh,
live shows. It's tiny. It's just basically it's a piece of elastic with 4 pockets, and a tiny little slot for folded cash.
Hang on, Dre also linked how to avoid paying DHL custom fees in Canada. I gotta open that in a tab later.
I got you. I'm looking at these Secret wallets that Jess Cookie recommended in chat. These are nice.
Yeah, when I bought my wallet, I was considering.
Oh yeah, okay.
Buying.
Oh man,
I don't love the like stretchy coin pocket on this. I guess if you don't carry a lot of coins, it's fine.
Yeah, you just don't need to use those.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll get you'll get a piece of paper or something that you'll need to carry around, and those are good for that.
Oh yeah, sure. I was considering getting one of these Sacred ones for my dad for Christmas, because he uses one he got out of a loot crate. It has a banana on it. Neither one of us know the show it's from. It's just like blue and has a banana on it.
It's probably Rick and Morty somehow.
I don't know. It could be anything. These are cute.
Dre, does this wallet that you linked have a USB drive in it? Is that what that thing is at the bottom?
Oh no, that's you push that up and your cards come out. I just saw an ad for this recently. So you can pick your cards out easier.
Does it stay out all the time when you're not? Yeah, I kind of don't like having a big button on my wallet that makes my cards pop out.
Is there no place for? Okay,
I
like
do
a money
like
clip
this.
inside.
There is a no button version, I think. Oh no, never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, that's what I want. I want a no button version. I also want one that isn't $90.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really expensive.
That's a lot.
Especially because functionally, it is as efficient of a wallet as the $14 one that I linked. Even though it looks much nicer, obviously.
I'm also hoping that it's like more durable.
I used that elastic wallet for 8 years.
I believe it. Oh, they got art prints on these wallets?
Good, they should. Everything should sell an art print version.
So Janine, on the website that I just linked, you might be interested in what they call the concept planner. I haven't used any of this company's stationery, so I don't know how the paper is or whatever. And I don't know if you'd love the binding, but the layout looks really good, and they're all pretty cute in terms of color.
Oh yeah. These I would guess are perfect bound.
Sure.
Or maybe, well, I don't know actually.
Here's an idea, because obviously, you're very particular about the planner. Have you looked into going on Etsy and trying to find someone that will make you the planner you want from component paper, and it will just be all the stuff you're looking for in one?
There are a lot of people on Etsy who will sell like planner bits, but usually you have to put it together yourself.
Okay.
And part of the reason I don't bullet journal is because I want to just buy a thing that's 90% of the way there already. Because if I have to, the more that I have to do myself, the less likely it is to actually get done in time. This is one of those know thyself things. And that's okay. Smith zone binding. I don't know what that means, and I don't think Annie's here to tell me. So.
Did you say Smith Zone?
Smith zone. Smith with a Y?
Like so Smithsonian, but without the Ian at the
end. No.
What is Smithsonian binding? Smithsonian is a method of bookbinding where groups of folded papers, referred to as signatures, that much I knew, are stitched together using a binder thread. Oh, so it's
sure. That's
signature.
Like,
okay.
Yeah.
It's nice
okay.
binding,
That's like standard sewing binding. That's good. That's good. That's why it can lay flat, because I don't think perfect binding can. Well, no, perfect binding can. It's just, I feel like the signatures fall out sometimes if you're too aggressive. I was hoping for a paperweight thing here, and it won't give me that. Why there's tiny people. Speaking of Instagram photography, there's tiny people.
Oh, those tiny people.
You get, yep.
They're never going to be able to use these planners.
I know.
It's way too big. Although, I remember, the tiny people from those Nickelodeon commercials when I was a kid. They were painting and gardening, and they were fine.
This is like the...
How do you unpin something? I don't... Okay, there we go.
This is like the, some of the Mochi Things planners.
Yeah.
Kind of. It's only half the week? And then the other half is on the next... okay, here's the deal breaker. It has time. It has a time thing.
I didn't realize. Yeah.
I can't do that. I would just be blanking that out every week and doing something else in it. Yeah, it's a shame because these are cute, but like it's layout inefficiency is its greatest sin, and that's a very small sin in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah. You need a planner that works, not one that looks cute. You need both of those things, but you can't buy a cute planner that isn't going to work.
And more than anything, you can't buy a planner that's going to sin. You'll go to hell.
Definitely not.
That's true.
It's true.
Can't have that.
This has become a popular style, and I don't get it.
Yeah.
This thing.
Oh, just the big
one?
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
I don't like that.
If it works for you, God bless.
But
you'll need it with the sinning that your notebook is doing.
I mean, this is the thing: is this layout is maybe too efficient. It is. Yeah. There's no. It is wasting no frills, no nothing. It is a calendar at that point. That's true. Okay. Actually, I might end up getting one of those elastic wallets for my dad. I'm gonna keep that open in a tab. Let's see here. These are the 2022s, but if they make a 2023... Well, no, it's lined. That's cute, though. That's close to what I'm using.
Oh, yeah.
New colors. We invented these new colors this year. I don't think they actually have those this year, though.
Shouldn't tell them that I've seen those colors before. It might break their heart.
No. Oh yeah, for the 2023s, they basically have nothing.
I wonder if it'll be more of an October, November thing.
Yeah. Someone in the chat mentioned that Muji, for example, gets most of their planners in November. So it might be a thing where I just kind of have to let it stew for a bit, which I hate. I like to have all this just sorted out and ready to go.
I really like all of these designs.
Me too. But these are like the little booklet style ones, so it's like...
Oh, yeah.
It's like a monthly, so you're really only getting your basic calendar stuff. They're really cute, though. This place also has shit tons of stickers, and they have, like... I really want to get one of their scrapbooks. This is kind of a derailment. I like this little scrapbook with the little different panels.
Oh.
That you can, like, put stuff in, and... Because I've always, like, wanted to do this kind of, like, keepsake journaling type stuff, but I find the layouts really hard to do in a way that's like interesting, and this makes it seem a little easier. You can put your stickers and your clippings and receipts and whatever in there. It's kind of fun.
I like the idea of a scrapbook that instead of pictures of stuff you did is all receipts of stuff you did.
People do. People, there is such a like, I hesitate to call it a fetish for ephemera, but there is such an intense like passion for ephemera in the sort of paper writing crafty community, where it's like any piece of paper you have should go into a thing. So it's like you put your receipts in there, you put pictures you've printed off the internet, like you can put anything, and that you put like ticket stubs, which I mean that makes a little more sense.
That one's
but
normal.
Like,
yeah.
You can put like candy wrappers, anything.
I love I mean almost more ephemeral than any other kind of ephemera, because receipts, it's not even printed paper. It's like heated carbon paper that it will just fade. I think in months, just like left on its own, a receipt will turn to nothing.
So what's interesting is, so I got one of those planner and stationery weirdos will probably know exactly what I'm talking about here, because these were advertised really heavily for a while and we're in a lot of like Plan With Me streams. One of those little thermal printers. It's like they have one that looks like a mailing envelope, and there's one that looks like a little book. I got one of those to just see because they were cheap-ish, and you know, I had a moment. And I have found really strangely that, like, you know, I printed a label for my sewing kit with one of those, and I did this like years ago, and it still looks brand new, and it's been sitting on the outside of the sewing kit. It's just not in direct sunlight. It still looks great. Things that I printed and put inside of a book, which you would think would last longer, fade really quickly, because I think the friction of the paper and things like that. It was really wild when that was like a thing, though, because it's like everyone's printing this stuff out for their scrapbooks. Like, this will look great forever. It's like, no, it won't. It's going to look great for a year at most.
Yeah. Or a week.
Yeah. Sorry, I heard the stickers were really good at Poketo, and now I have to look for them.
Oh. Again, I recommend the Dome wallet.
Oh, is that also Poketo?
Yeah. The only the problem that I had with it is
that's cute.
It was a little too small to use comfortably, and the leather was sort of tough when it started. So I kind of, when I was like taking cards in and out of it, the first by breaking like 3 weeks, I like the edge where I'm gonna say a gross fingernail thing, the edge of like where my skin meets my fingernails got caught on the leather every time, and I was like, why am I bleeding there? And I was like, oh, it's my fucking wallet. So that's kind of why I don't just want to get another of the same one. But it was really cute. I had a chew heart attack pin on it, and I lost that too. Rest in peace.
Elf Royalty in the chat says, I work at Kinko's, and let me tell you how often I have to explain how receipts work to people at the self-serve laminator.
Oh.
Oh, no. Why did laminating receipts? I guess keepsake receipts.
Or if it's, you know, if it's like an important receipt, you want to be able to return something, like if you're a weirdo who's like...
Or if it's like a warranty receipt for something.
Yeah, warranty receipt, yeah.
They should just get one of those laminating pouches that they make, where it's just like a sticky plastic envelope that you put the thing in and just close it over. It doesn't use any heat.
Yeah,
that's my hot tip. Or do what I did in high school, which
not
is
a hot
spend
tip specifically.
In high school, I would, if there was like if I printed out an anime guy that I liked, and like put it on a binder, I would then spend about an hour painstakingly covering it over with Scotch tape to protect it. So that's also an option.
It's hard work to preserve anime guys.
It's true. Well, I think the Mio ones are undated. I do feel like I'm ahead of where I was here. Oh, see, you can get these like cover pages. They're really cute. Flowers, oranges.
This will also be a great, because I'm sure you have hole punch somewhere. This will be a great print your own.
That's the other thing, right? Is like I've been curious about this format before because of the like
octopuses.
Print your own stuff. I was trying to find the octopuses because that felt very Allie to me.
I like them.
They're pretty cute. But also, I don't know how I feel about having a 6-ring, like a Filofax style planner. I remember how much I hated writing in binders in school because your hand always hits the ring when you're using the reverse.
Yep.
So if I could find something that's just normally bound, that would be the ideal, you know? Although I do feel like I've got more options than I did before. Again, look, it's the same this monthly. I don't know why this is such a thing right now. It's everywhere. It's fine. It's just not for me. Okay. Well, do we have any last planner feelings? Any last stationery feelings? We were gonna get we were gonna get an update from you on how things went post.
Oh yeah.
Our last
I'm sad that Mossery apparently made their planners not what I want them to be anymore, because I ended up getting a twin book and it's been awesome. I think similar to you, Janine, at first I was trying to like have like the planner be like, I'm going to put every appointment I have this week in my planner. And I was just like, after 2 weeks of that, I was like, I don't like this. And it's also just not helpful. Like, it's like, I don't need to put my appointments in here because they already live on my phone. So instead I've used it as like, especially for work, like a to-do list of like stuff where it's at the end of the day. And I'm like, I have done enough. I'm going to do this stuff tomorrow. And it's been really great for that. And I love having the right side notebook because I'm just using that now for the weekly classes that I teach. Like that's where I keep, that is just dedicated to that class. So it's like where I track like all my students like hours that they're accumulating and all of the case notes they're telling me about. Like it all just like goes in there, and it's been wonderful. So I'll probably stick with it even though I don't like the new format as much.
Yeah, I mean the thing is like, because it's an A5 cover, you could probably slip other stuff in there. I guess it depends. That's part of what I'm, I guess, gonna find out this year is like, can I just get another A5 planner and slide it in there? I know that Hobonichis you usually can't do. I think the cover's like built on in those, so you can't, but I don't remember. There's also there's some other coverless thing or covered thing where it's like theirs are specifically like a couple millimeters smaller than normal, so you can't get anything else in there. It's kind of fucked up. Ratslap in the chat says the 1,000-year-old vampire stream was the thing that made me go, okay, fine, I'll get a fountain pen. That's a good stream. You know, that's like that's the proto stationery talk stream, I think, because I was very excited to show off the cool pen and ink for the vampire game.
In the game, or you had an associated? Oh, there's like 4 notebook.
That stream, I recorded my actual hands in an actual notebook and an actual pen as I wrote the stuff, because it's a solo like writing game, 1,000-Year-Old Vampire. So it was a very analog stream. I use 1 second.
Janine, before we go, I have one other suggestion.
Absolutely.
I'm putting it in chat.
Keith, I used the red version of the Platinum Carbon Desk pen, I think it is, which is that one that I shouted out initially that I was like, I have that pen. It's that pen. It's very like long and tapered and like goes from very thick to thin. It's very light and nice. And for the ink, I used Montverde Mercury Noir, I think. It's kind of like
the ink was perfect. IMO.
It's sort of like a slightly purplish oxblood color.
Oh, this is nice.
It's nice, yeah. It's pretty nice. It does. It was fun because it looked like blood. It just looks like blood on the tissue. Let's see this link here. Oh,
yeah, so
therapy.
unfortunately, notebook therapy is focused on bullet journals, so a lot of their best designs
so goes these days
are just grid paper, but they have a really nice, like, they'll have different designs where it's like the cover has like a little etching, like gold etching of like a little symbol, and then you can get like matching stamp set and a matching washi tape and stuff like that. But this is one of their like planners. There's only a couple that they have on the website. I like the paper. I had a good experience with the order. And it's an A5 size.
Mm-hmm.
But then you'd be
this
putting...
layout is like, I could get used to this. Like, as much as I don't like a full vertical, I think is something I could handle.
Mm-hmm.
The like...
Was it... I missed it, Allie. Was it like each day had a little block? Is that what?
Yeah, each day seems to have like its own square, and then you have the like start of the week to do /note section over there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, that seems workable. That's one even I could use because I would just do the little to-do list that I do in the day of the week.
Right.
Yeah. Give me a GSM here, though. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Yeah.
What kind of paper?
What does ardium mean? Why do I keep saying the word ardium on these planners? What the fuck is ardium? It's a medicine. Or a Warhammer 40k thing. Okay, it's probably this. This is probably what everyone's... Ardium is the sole imperial hive world of the Macragge system, the heartland of the realm of Ultramar, the famed Sector Imperialis governed by the Ultramarines chapter. Once deemed inviolable, Ardium and its 3 subterranean hive cities have recently become part of the battlefields upon which both the Ultramar campaign and the Plague Wars have been fought. This is absolutely what all these planners are named after.
Oh, yeah. Well, that Ardium. Yeah, I know that Ardium.
Yeah, of course, of course.
I haven't noticed everything saying, Ardium.
Ardium.
Not Artium.
Maybe it is the planet brand. There's some planners at Mochi things that are also called Ardium. Maybe they're just selling Ardium planners? I thought it... I don't know.
Ardium?
Oh,
I googled
Ardium is a phlebotomic drug. And a vascular protecting agent.
Ooh. It's good for your blood.
Yeah. Great.
Phlebotomic. I don't know what atomic
That's a great
means,
word.
But
yeah, phlebotomic
that's your blood.
You know?
I googled Ardium paper, and it took me to an Amazon Ardium planner page, auto-filled planner. So I guess it's just a kind of planner.
Huh.
Maybe it's like a white label, like, thing.
Yeah, maybe. That's the thing, is like Mochi Things kind of has the vibe of like, is this where a lot of the stuff on AliExpress goes? Like, you could tell me that like that was the case, and I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, there's a lot of people on Etsy that all they do is resell things from websites you haven't heard of.
Yeah. I really like this, but also I would feel like I was wasting tape because it's all so pretty already.
Right. You're really bought into the aesthetic.
It's really like, it's so, I would have killed for this like 5 years ago, you know? It's that kind of thing where like before I'd really committed to the tape stuff, I would have been like, it's all done for me. Great. I'm sold.
Could you just scale back on the tape?
No.
Okay. I know. I knew that it was insane to ask, but I thought I should just in case.
I have so much of it and I need to use it. It's the thing of like, if I stop using that tape, it gets a lot harder to justify how much tape I have. It's important to constantly be consuming tape. Not consuming like eating it, but
but also that.
Well, it's nice that it has like sort of a space that says your tape goes here, right? Like you don't have to account for it in the thing. You could just be like, oh, I want to change my month theme to this instead of.
Yeah.
Remind me what your tape does, Janine?
Huh? You just put it on stuff because it looks nice.
Yeah. Oh, it's just washi tape, just purely to decorate it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Like have the page that you know that you want to go to have something on the side of it so you can grab it. I think it has like a functional purpose too, especially if you do the sort of like I also do the like one vertical tape on the edge of the side, or I'll fold it over the paper so it shows up on both sides. That's like
but this tape isn't like put the tape here to write something on the tape. Or like
you can.
But you can. Yeah.
No.
I was trying to. I wanted to go to my favorite washi store, but they're on a break right now, so it didn't work out.
Well, they're on a break. Feel free to go to another store that you like.
This is all just random shit. Well, this is just pictures of people's tape collections. I don't need that. I can get that for free. Whatever. It's a tape store. Yeah, everybody's looking at these.
Is it really a whole store that's just tape? Good for them.
Yeah. They basically, they kind of do the Mossery thing, which is like, they identify artists they want to work with, and then the artists will design a few tapes for them, and they'll do like collections. They did like they do Halloween collections. They do like seasonal collections. The last collection I bought into in a big way was they did one of creators from Southeast Asia. So there was like a bunch of sort of culturally inspired tapes, but also just like, ones from artists. There's like a bunch of really cute tapes with like pigeons and just like fun. They're just fun. I don't. They're fun and strange. I think my only complaint is the adhesive on them is not super strong, so sometimes you have to give it a little help with some glue, but it's still nice.
I would hate to glue down my tape. I'd find that very irritating.
I mean, then the brand for you is probably the MT washi tapes have a much. I think the MT washi tape adhesive is ideal. I've also tried some of the Scotch has released washi tapes because, of course, why wouldn't you? You sell tape, and washi tape is
tape.
Their adhesive I think is a little too strong. It's a little too.
Too good at
a little
tape.
Tiny bit too strong.
Well, they're too used to the tape game.
They're
old school about tape where it works to stick stuff together.
It's like skincare, right? You've got your American skincare, you've got your European skincare, you've got your Asian skincare, you've got your Asian tape, your European tape, and your American tape.
Mm-hmm.
You're saying that American tape is too exfoliating.
Mm-hmm. It's all full of microbeads. It's really bad for your skin.
Yeah. It's full of pieces of walnut shell.
Skincare is such a racket. There's a YouTube vlogger that I watch that I really like called Project Love Me. She's a woman living alone in Jeju Island. And me living in Brooklyn, New York, I'm like, I really wish that Innisfree would release their Jeju Island exclusive coffee body wash. They did it as a limited edition once. They haven't done it twice. And if I ever went to Korea, I would go there and buy some. And then I watch her.
You told me how good that stuff was once.
I watch her fucking vlogs, and she has fucking a Aveeno. Like, it's a joke. Yeah. It's just
Aveeno, like CeraVe.
Yeah. I use CeraVe all the time too, but it's the grass is always greener.
Wow. I had this thought when we were talking about like a planner stream. Was like, are we just gonna end up doing a skincare stream someday? Because that's also in the space of shit we just talk about sometimes. I might be switching off of the CeraVe onto La Roche-Posay. I don't know.
Oh, that's what I use.
It's good. It's good stuff. I got a big pot of that plain Nivea cream too recently. The like really thick, made in Germany stuff. Just to see how it is. I heard good things. People are like, "Oh, it's like La Mer." It's probably really good. I don't know if it's fully like La Mer, but anyway, skincare.
I don't use enough stuff to fill a stream. That's got to be someone else.
Yeah, I don't feel like I would like be able to speak to skincare like ingredients well enough to do.
Oh yeah.
I do love. I have a deep love for fake words that they make up, like to market stuff. Where it'll be like they'll just make up the name of a thing. It'll be called
They're
like
blah blah
DNA
blah
and
complex
or whatever.
or yeah. Yeah.
I think we talked about this once before, and it was. I think it ended up being kind of a real thing, but it might still be a fake thing actually. But Janine, I think you used the word adaptogens. And I was like, that's the fakest sounding shit I've ever heard of.
I didn't, but I have heard that word. The thing I was talking about was I don't remember actually. It was one of those Dr. Jart products, I think. I went on a Dr. Jart kick for a bit, which I really hate their name so much.
Is it
It's a gene
spell
fart.
that for me?
Everyone knows it's a gene fart. We're farting in your genes.
Doctor like doctor, and then Jart like Jart.
like jorts, but with an A instead of an A.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like the art of jorts. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, that's my favorite Facebook group. I follow, the Art of Jorts.
I think the real thing with skincare is that it is you can know a lot about ingredients, but it still comes down to individual body chemistry. Yeah. There are people who like wash their face with only water and use only moisturizer, and they have perfect skin. And that is just them. That is their genes and their body chemistry, whatever. If I do that routine, it will not work for me. And that is skincare. Is like, sure, this brand might be good, but it might also break you out or, give you a weird rash. Like, that's the tragic truth of skincare.
This is a common one, but stuff that has rose water in it. And for me, I think I genuinely don't know. I have no idea what rose water might do, but I do have an idea that it might not do anything, because why would roses do anything in water?
So it depends on the rose water. Rose water is like a traditional moisturizing thing. Like it goes back like hundreds, maybe thousands of years. It was popular. I want to say like Turkey was like a really big one for using rose water. But also it depends on the rose water you're getting. If you go to the store and get rose water for skincare, it tends to have like glycerin and stuff in it that's more moisturizing. I think a lot of people don't like it because it smells kind of like grandma's to them. I think it's nice, but also I don't think it does much for me. Like it's one of those things where it's like, if you like the smell of it and whatever, it's not hurting you unless you're allergic to roses.
I am allergic to it.
Wow.
Well, I'm allergic to pollen.
Well, there's no pollen in it.
I don't know. It's little. Yeah. It gets in stuff.
Oh, also, Jess Cookie in the chat says that's in dessert sometimes. If you're getting rose water, I think there's like a big difference between the stuff you'd use for cooking and the stuff you'd use for skincare.
Nope, I use them both for both.
Hey, you know what? Get your money's worth. Okay. That's what I say.
I don't. I have some tea that has rosebuds in it, in black tea, and it tastes like gourd. It tastes like sort of like pumpkin-y.
Tastes like a gourd. Oh.
Yeah, you put some rosebuds in some black tea, like full rosebuds. It tastes like pumpkin. Yep.
That's wild.
Yep. Tastes good. It's good. I like it. It's like I don't have any floral tea, and I don't have a lot of tea that is like tea that has flowers added to it. Except for that, and 1 or 2 jasmine things. But roses in, it's fun because roses in your black tea makes it taste kind of pumpkin-y. The most expensive black tea that you can get is a black tea called Jinjin Mei. If it's real, anyway, it's really expensive. And that stuff also tastes like pumpkin. So really cheap way to get something that tastes like the most expensive black tea you could get in the world is to buy a medium quality black tea with rosebuds in it. It's gotta be nice-ish, but big full rosebuds taste like pumpkins.
That's wild.
That's my tea tip because I don't have a face tip.
Yeah, I'm a fan of floral teas just because I've let myself become that person. I think one of the teas that was one of my favorites was, I think it's a discontinued David's tea, and David's tea is a joke. We could talk about that for days.
Oh, this is the soup. You like the soup? You like the pumpkin?
No, it was not the soup. Oh my god, no! It was a green tea. It was a green tea with rose petals, like coconut flakes, and dried cherries. And it was good, but I don't think they make it anymore.
They briefly, if you hadn't seen it, and why would you have seen this? But David's Tea briefly introduced what was essentially powdered soup.
Mm-hmm.
It was
what? Hey, hang on. What?
It was so dumb.
They were called David's Tea soup teas.
Yeah.
Craving a savory snack.
Is this like bone broth shit? Is this the bone broth scam that everyone's fucking running right now?
No. I don't know about the bone broth scam. I mean, I know that people are talking about bone broth, but
AKA
I always
stock.
thought bone broth
it's just
was
fucking
just
stock. You're just drinking stock.
Just stock. People are just drinking it and thinking it's
so
something else.
Healthful. It's bone broth.
I
Good
think
for you.
they've already discontinued it, so I'm only going to be.
Oh yeah, this is from 2017. They definitely already discontinued it.
Yeah, but this is the blog post about it when they introduced it. I remember sending this to you immediately after I got the email, being like, "Check this shit out."
Yeah, it's really funny. Feed your soul with a flavor-packed soup tea in comforting blends like tomato, turmeric, rosemary, black pepper, and spicy rasam. These green tea-infused soup mixes are the ultimate on-the-go comfort food. Psst, we've added a brand new soup tea to the collection. Meet
What the
matcha
mug?
miso. And it really is just powdered soup with a little bit of green tea in it.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Throw some noodles, protein, and fresh herbs into a bowl of spicy rasam for an instant mug meal. Or add a spoonful of rosemary black pepper to your favorite risotto or steak rub. Is this just a spice bag?
Mm-hmm.
It's just a spice. Yeah, it's a spice soup bag. Yeah. And it's David's, but it's tea.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, you still put it in an infuser or filter because there's still gonna be like chunks. It's still gonna be like
you just
bits?
stir it into a cup of hot water. I think, and you're just gonna drink the tea.
It says to
flakes.
infuse it.
Oh, okay. Well, that might just be them trying to pretend that this is tea and not powdered soup.
How to make a hashtag mug meal.
Maybe you put it in an infuser and then you check the infuser and it's just little flakes of tea and none of the powdered soup, which will obviously
I would assume
dehydrated by the water and disappear.
This is wild because they're presenting this like a recipe, but it's like this is how to make the product. Put it in water.
Yeah.
If you want it
really
hearty,
says hashtag mug meal, which is
if you want it hearty, you don't use the strainer.
What?
If you want it clear, you have to.
Oh.
I mean,
I want it cloudy.
Their strainer. So I use a David's Tea like thermos when I'm making cold brew tea in the summer, and their strainer is not so fine a mesh that it would decloud a soup.
Mm-hmm.
So like, how big are the hardiness particles we're talking about here? Is it just going to be like gritty, like mealy, like a mealy soup? Like an unmixed packet of Campbell's chicken noodle?
I did not company. I thought I might buy this as a joke and didn't 5 years ago. So I wish I could tell you, but I cannot.
You can just get, like, the thing is, like, you can just get dry soup that you mix into hot water.
Yeah, you don't have to pretend it's tea.
But
like, David's Tea wants to sell, or they wanted to sell this.
Oh.
Are you getting audio?
Little song?
Oh,
Oh,
interesting.
is this our fade out song?
No, this is
This is new. Jack made this for fading
how to
out
make
on,
soup tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate this.
You hate Django Reinhardt?
It's so funny.
Sure.
As far as buying, the experience of going
Ew.
to a tea store in a mall is one that we shouldn't have let fade away from us, IMO. And David's Tea is a fine option for that, but that is what they are.
I'm sorry, I just want to review the hardiness. The hardiness. I just need to review the hardy version.
Okay,
Sure.
please.
Give me that hardy.
Please.
If it'll reload. I think it knows that we're laughing at it and it's shy now.
Yeah.
What if I just reload the page? What if we just do it that way?
So, Allie, you're just saying bring back
Fuck
mall
this.
tea, and that's
Bring
where
back
David
mall
tea
tea.
belongs.
Bring back the Tivana stores. Save them from Starbucks.
I don't know. I don't think those teas are very good.
Bring back.
Allie, have you tried Dollar Tea Club?
I haven't.
Is it the
You might
same
like
people as
Dollar
Dollar
Tea
Shave
Club.
Club?
I hope.
Do they make their teas in a German factory?
I don't
And,
know.
Do they advertise them on every podcaster and or ASMR YouTuber's channel?
If they were on
I don't
podcasts,
think
I would have heard of it.
so. It's like a monthly tea. They'll send you like a little baggie of tea.
Oh,
and you
no,
can
no,
make
no.
two or three cups out of it. And
I-
they have that style of like dried fruit and weird cranberry
Yeah.
mimosa tea. You know, it's that kind of. Why is this not fucking working?
I fell into a thing where I was becoming a tea collector but not drinking it often enough to justify it. So I have a strict only 3 sorts of teas in my apartment policy now.
Sure. That's how I am with Gunpla now.
I think I have 15 kilograms of tea in my
I
apartment.
believe you.
Okay, here we go.
It's for the apocalypse. This is my end of the
Tea,
world
hot
stash.
water, stir 3 times, eat it.
That was it, and that was hardy.
Wow.
Let me
That's
tell
hardy.
you, there was a
Hardy.
lot of stuff in there.
That's
I wish I could
gross.
see the ingredients.
Tomato,
Oh yeah, they used to have their
turmeric, feta.
ingredients listed if they
If
were
they're just
still
gonna
like.
put feta in, they're just gonna put feta in it.
Oh.
I love the
it's
idea of
tapas
it.
style.
Ooh, I love
Oh.
tapas.
It's these are small cups. You're
Yeah.
shareable.
They're just little shot glasses that you pour it in.
Tapas soup. Okay.
Do you guys want to do a tomato, turmeric, feta shot with me from David's tea?
I mean, probably. I would.
Oh, you know what? There's an image here of them with like the soup tea, but on with rice. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's gonna be like they mix it with rice and then put some feta on top or something.
This is fucking killing me right now. What is going? No.
Can you go to the
Yeah,
like
can you
full
pop it up
YouTube?
to go to YouTube? Yeah.
Yeah, let's give that a shot.
Oh, there we go.
Christ.
I love this jam.
I love this tasty style, like.
Oh,
single burner
yeah,
on a-
100%.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I need
My
the
connection
little.
is just not happy right now. Is what's happening.
I need the little weird like cartoon characters to pop out of the bottom to tell me how to mix these
Have you-
things together.
Have you tried the pasta with eggs? After trying, you cannot eat without eggs.
Ooh,
Oh.
I
don't
think
know
this is
about
my this is my
Did that person
favorite-
just have carbonara for the first time?
Yeah.
This
I mean,
is
it's pretty good.
the single burner thing is one of my favorite like cooking influencer trends because like one of the most important things you can do as a cooking influencer is make everything seem way easier than it actually is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so
Speed
I just like
everything
the
up,
idea,
like,
you can do this with like
5% and-
a tiny counter and one burner. Sure, there's 1,000 cuts in my video, but
It's fine.
Here we go. Here we go.
this I
Fennel
believe you can
seeds?
do with a tiny counter and a single burner.
Burn some fennel seeds. Got
Burns,
it.
yeah, toast them too much. Number
Mm.
one.
Crush 'em.
Crush them. Okay.
Yeah.
They keep calling it soup tea as if it's a thing. It's just
I do have to give them credit for the
and
ambition of trying to create a new
This
SKU.
is just a very fancy thing. This is like just a new brand of the ramen flavor packet.
Yeah.
That's all this is.
Yeah.
And it probably doesn't taste nearly
But
as good because they don't put an MSG
they
in it.
just want to sell you the flavor packet.
Yeah.
They do not want to
all
sell
they
you
want
the
to
ramen.
do.
They just say, what if we can get people to drink ramen packets as a tea?
What is going on? Just show the video. Listen,
I can't believe we've done 15 minutes
this.
on soup tea. On hashtag mug meal.
Yeah. It's a good looking shakshuka on the
my tea tip.
Oh.
While we're waiting for this to we did get it. We got it to load.
Maybe.
No, I jumped ahead and that was a mistake.
A lot of people use infuser balls or whatever. But what ends up happening with those is the tea's trying to expand with the water that's in there, and a lot of times those balls are really small. They don't have enough room to expand. So you've got tea flavor that wants to come out, but there's no room for the tea to expand, and so it just kind of stays in there. So if you got an infuser ball, make sure that it's big enough for the tea that you have in there.
Yeah, I do.
Get a bigger ball.
I do
or
have...
a thing that, like a strainer mug or something.
Yeah, I have to say, since we're talking shit about David's tea here, my favorite infuser is the one that they sell, which is like a, I'm sure you can find this other places too. It's the cylinder one where it's just like a cup-sized thing that you put into a cup, and
I'm giving up
it's
on
spacey in there, and
Janine,
that
can you
is
send
a good
me the
way
link
to do it.
to that video on how to cook an egg omelet and a tomato? What the fuck? Also, it said it was a rare recipe. So
is this what you're talking about?
Is it the shakshuka?
No, I found it.
Okay, good.
Is that the infuser you're talking about, Allie?
That's the one that goes in their cups that like fits in their mugs.
Yeah, or any mug really. But yeah, the perfect infuser.
Oh no!
Sorry, we lost it.
Sorry, no, I'm watching this video and there's flies all over this man's ingredients.
We're not watching that.
No thanks.
I don't know.
I don't see any other David's tea infuser thing.
They had one of those. I think they probably sell a ball. They had one of those, like Adagio made one of those too, where it's like a plastic thing and you put it on top of a cup and then it makes the thing go up, and it's just, those are such a mess to clean and super not worth it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, the kind that I linked, this is a great kind. You know, I can shit on David's tea for their tea all I want, but this is a fantastic infuser.
Yeah, their perfect infuser, I have to say, is perfect.
I like their thermos with the infuser because it is again like that sort of cylindrical thing, so it gives it enough room to.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's a bunch of there's like the kinds of, looks like a wand. It's a cylinder, but it's a really thin cylinder. You know what I'm talking about? You've seen these where it's like, you know,
like
half an inch around, but really long.
My dad got a couple of those, and
they look nice, but they are maybe the absolute worst kind of infuser.
They just don't work well. Like they are the most prone to letting leaves slip out of any strainer that I've used.
That's not what you want.
Of any filter situation. Like they're also a pain in the ass to clean. Like they suck.
Even if I wanted to use one, my tea wouldn't even fit in there. They're too small. The leaves are too big on the tea.
Gotta mash them up. With some toasted fennel, and then put some tomato or whatever, feta. Make yourself a soup.
Good. I would drink a tomato and feta soup.
I forgot I had one last planner that I was gonna consider from Rifle Paper Co. It's a spiral bound, which is not my favorite, and it has lined interior stuff. Again, not my favorite.
This is the kind here where like they look nice, but then you get that tea in there. There's no way it can infuse properly.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I should. These are a little awkward to pull up because there's no website, but I can pull up the originals on stream. This is the good kind. This is Keith approved.
Yep, that's me approved.
And then this is the bad kind.
Yeah, bad kind. Unapproved. Or the kind that's like they sort of rest at the very top of your mug, so you got to make sure that the mug.
Yeah, when they like float and shit. That.
Yeah. And you want one that you can take out and put somewhere when it's done infusing, and then you can reinfuse the tea, like, 2 or 3 more times.
I also don't want to have to, like, I want to make sure the water has, like, gone through the tea leaves properly. I don't want to have to, like, shake the thing to make sure that's happening. I don't want to, like, rustle shit around. I just want to know, like, this tea's fine. The water's through it. It's all good.
We're still talking shit?
We're talking shit. We're talking so much shit. I had one last planner that I pulled up to look at.
Okay.
I think it's ruled out though because of the it's like a to-do list kind of. Like it's got lined. That's a monthly actually, isn't it? That's give me the weekly.
Give me the weekly.
No, this is a no because of.
Yeah, no.
This is too much pressure.
Would you buy a planner that has a section that you wouldn't use if everything else ticked your boxes?
Yeah, because I can always just take. Well, I don't know. This is a lot. This is maybe too much. But if it was like a little section that was like weekly mood goals or whatever, and I don't find that personally helpful, I would just take a white gel pen and like cover that up and then do whatever else with that section. I like with the Mosseri planner. The Mosseri planner has quotes in it every week, and sometimes I think those quotes are goofy and I hate them, so I'll just cover it up. Like, or you can also get a
bit of time.is in your life.
Yeah, you can also get this generic white tape. It's not like washi tape, and they sell it in these massive rolls, but it's just like it's just like white papery striping tape. I forget what it's called. It's like you can get it like Home Depot even. And I use that to cover stuff up. Yeah, you can get a piece of lumber and you can
tape.
cover up the lumber. You can cover the planner up with the lumber. I wonder if I can just find this. I don't know. A lot of brands will just have a white generic tape, and it's like one of those kind of, you can get white washi tape, but it's usually a little bit transparent and expensive. You can get a whole giant roll of this thin white tape for like, I don't know, a couple bucks. I find it more useful than correction tape because correction tape tends to rip when you write on it with certain pens. Or it gets smudgy, like the ink doesn't dry down as well on the correction tape. Likewise, white gel pen can be hard to write over, so I like the white, just like super thin white tape. Oh yeah, it's just this. It's literally, I don't know if it's this brand because this looks more plasticky than what I use. This like whiteboard, they're selling this as whiteboard tape. But like you can just find all this. There's just white thin ass tape in massive rolls for like no money. And you can wrap it around a card so it's a little easier to use in your planner. Jess Cookie in the chat says you can cut out a piece of paper and glue it on. That also works well. I like having this in a card so I can just kind of do it a little faster. I don't have to get the glue out or wait for it to dry or anything. Yeah, that's,
lots of different tapes.
Ultra thin tape.
Okay. Do we feel like we've covered our bases for today?
I think so.
I feel, yeah. Oh, I feel like did we like cut off your catch up, or did you say what you had to? Okay,
yeah, I said
I was
a
little worried we redirected.
No.
Okay.
I'm just sad that they changed their design. like everyone else.
Yeah,
you're 1 year with a new planner, and you're gonna have to get a new.
They
planner.
had a design that was more unique, and then they changed it to be more in line with like what you're gonna get from Lichterm or Hobonichi or whatever. And that's kind of I can understand why they would make that choice, because there's the idea of like, well, we can get that crossover audience, but.
Yeah, but it just feels like such a thing of like they're alienating the people who like them, and then the the Hobonichi fanatics who are like waiting every year for the new designs are not gonna be like, oh,
yeah, there's got to be a really narrow market for people like me who are like, well, I like Hobonichi, but I just want a thicker paper. I want the same layout. I don't want to try anything new. I just want thick paper. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I hope it works out for them, because again, I'm fond of them as a thing, but yeah.
I do have to say I did get the horizontal layout because I just ignored the numbers, and it felt good to be like, I'm going to write here like what today's thing is. I'm going to write like what I want to make for dinner or whatever. And then I have that bottom section to be like a sort of organic, like full week sort of note section. So like the sort of week at a glance felt, good to me, satisfying to look at. But I know that like just ignore the hourly numbers is like not good advice.
Yeah.
That's like an answer to Keith's question, right? Like if I had no choice and I could only get a vertical layout, I would make it work, but I would just go through so many white gel pens, making it work. But it wouldn't be the end of the world. Either way, you make do with what you can.
I had one of those sets that like the 5 or 6 empty tape, really thin washi tape sets. So
oh yeah, I love their thin tapes. I wish there were more. Hey, Mochi Things has wallets.
Oh hell yeah, I should check them out. I think I did check them out at one point.
Oh, cute. This is probably too bulky. This feels too bulky though.
Yeah, I think I bought a planner that looked exactly like that. That was in that style, with like the heart shape.
I like that blue one.
This is my current wallet style. Actually, this is very similar, except mine is like a leather one from Fossil with like. I love the way that
Snickers, so you can tell.
Yeah. Does that come with candy bars?
Wait, what? I didn't even. Oh.
I love that. That says everything I gotta know.
Twix, Snickers Mini. This one is for people like ferns.
Yeah.
Pine cone.
I do love a fern.
What do I like more, Snickers or fern?
Ooh, that's tough.
That's tough.
I like this style of wallet, but it's not good if you want to have coins. Yeah, that's true.
That was a cutting of a fern.
That was a fake. That wasn't even real fern. That was absolutely a fake fern.
Okay, so the fake fern.
100 million%. That is a fake.
Yeah.
That is a fake fern. That centerpiece is too rigid.
Yeah. That looks like felt.
Yeah.
I think it looks
yellow
plasticky. I think
guys.
it's
probably plastic.
Well.
Oh, hey, but it's got those little guys from Spirited Away down there.
It's true, it does. I like how many of these are just like, this is an envelope. You can put it's an envelope made of stuff. Put your shit in it.
That's made of genuine leather.
I think my number one wallet pick right now, if I had to buy a wallet right now, which I'm not gonna do, I'm gonna complain about this for weeks. Is
hell yeah.
That's what this stream exists for, is things like that.
Baggu has a trifold wallet that I've been thinking of. They're like
if I hadn't already been to a store called Poketo, I would be like, that's fake.
Baggy does sound like a tomato sauce.
They're like sort of a bougie. Well,
Don't just put that loose in your lunch bag. What do you?
Well, yeah.
There's a lunch bag with a silk scarf, and then a wrap that is already 2 wraps that are half eaten because that's not a clean cut, and some loose grapes.
Yeah.
And then one thing that they deemed valuable enough to put in a container. So I'm assuming it's diamonds.
I think that's a piece of brie. I don't think that's.
I
a
do
container.
like, I do like the ambition of packing yourself. You know, I think today I'm going to want a bunch of grapes, 2 wraps, and a wheel of brie, and then lunchtime comes and goes, and it turns out I actually wanted 1/5 of 2 wraps.
We've all
No
been there.
grapes and no brie.
Why are they so jagged?
Because somebody took a
bites?
bite.
Somebody with braces took a bite.
Yes. Allie, what was it you were looking at here?
They have a
curious now.
trifold wallet, which seems good. It has good. It's nice because it sort of opens up and you have that money slot, but they also have card slots in the money section, so it just seems like a
I have no idea what I'm talking about here. That's good.
I think if you just search wallet, it might be the only kind of wallet that
Pouches
they
into
sell.
cases. Wallets. Here we go. One of these?
Yeah. I like that
This is like the style my dad has, except his is, instead of looking cool, has a banana.
I like
bananas
that
are
it has the
cool.
card section in the money section. I think that's efficient.
In 2022,
Yeah.
I think we can finally admit bananas are cool.
What's this like buttonhole loop for? Like keys?
I think a keychain, or if you wanted to attach your wallet to like a one of those like lanyard type thingies.
Yeah, I keep seeing these with like wallet with neck strap. It's like never in my life.
Yeah, no.
I like that at the very bottom of the webpage, they had baggies spelled out like the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday letters that you don't like.
They're like fashionable. They got big from making reusable shopping bags and have branched out to
Yeah.
other sort of textile type things. They have a Sanrio collection recently, and of course I want all of that shit, but I don't need it, so I'm
They
not
got
buying
socks.
Nice socks.
it. I know.
Horse and bow socks. Horse
Yeah.
collage. Ooh.
Yeah. Yep. They'll get you. Be careful.
They will. This is a high. This whole thing is a high risk of getting me.
Mhm.
Kitty. It's cute. I'm not normally a Karopi person, but I like their Karopi stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
I normally find Karopi to be a bit of a nerd.
Is Karopi the frog?
Wow.
Who's Karopi?
Karopi's
Karopi's
like
the
top 3 for
frog,
me,
yeah.
so like those are fine.
Damn. Oh, we got beef now.
Yeah.
That wait, beef. Dre, sorry, I couldn't tell whose side are you on.
Nobody. I just like
Anti
the
or
fact that
pro
we have
Karopi?
beef. No,
Oh,
I'm
you
just.
do-
I'm
They're
doing
just
the
stoking
audio
the-
podcast equivalent of throwing a chair into the middle of
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about the different Sanrio characters except for a couple years ago there was that viral alligator named Big Challenges. Everybody
Yeah.
remember that?
I
Mhm.
love big
That was fun.
challenges.
Yeah, that was really
It's
good.
wild they haven't done something with big challenges in response to big challenges being an internet favorite.
They've been
Mistake.
the Sanrio will sometimes do a
challenges.
thing where like
Oh yeah, this guy.
they'll do a big product launch and then sometimes they'll just have like an old person just thrown in like oh fuck, I have to get the there was a recent Sailor Moon crossover thing. Of course there's 12 Sailor Moon girls, so you have each of them attached to a Sanrio character, so you get a little more obscure in the translation. And Sailor Jupiter was the cream rabbit or whoever in the little. It's like
My Melody?
No. Less recognizable than that.
Landry? Sorry, I'm looking at this list of Sanrio characters. I need to know who Landry is.
Wait.
A little boy raccoon. Oh, I think I've seen Landry. I wish there was a picture.
Allie, I have a dumb question.
Yeah.
I can only think of 9 Sailor Moon characters. Who are the other 3?
Marn Cream is the Sanrio character that I was thinking of. And am I thinking 12 because Moon Girls because Luna? No, there's 12, right? Because it's the planets, right? No, well...
There's not 12 planets. There's
not
8
12
planets.
Oh, wait. Well, okay, no, it's 12 because
the Amazon Quartet. Is that what's happening?
No. You have 12 because you get Chibi Moon, you get Chibi Moon, and then you have Prince Tuxedo Madison's / Prince.
Are you counting Sailor Cosmos as a Sailor Moon dupe there?
No,
what is the moon thing that you said twice?
I said, am I thinking Luna because of Moon Girls? Moon Girls is a...
No. You said something moon and then something moon.
Chibi Moon.
Hey, I don't like this rabbit.
Why?
Her head's small.
Yeah.
No, this is kind of a creepy looking
it's
thing.
just a big dress.
If this wasn't Sanrio, I would be like, oh, this is really cute. But Sanrio has like really specific ratios they usually work within. And the fact that this is outside of those ratios, like, it creeps me out.
Do you think that this
character's dress?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know enough of the characters, but I think this is creepy, regardless of if it's Henry or not.
Haters! Wow. Wow.
It's just.
No, I understand. You don't like Kuropi.
See, look at this. This isn't right. This is weird.
Okay. I agree in that.
Creepy. They shouldn't be friends. This is like when Goofy and Pluto interact. That shouldn't happen. Goofy and Pluto should not be in the same world together.
I don't think that's the same here.
It is.
Okay.
Well, it's like how Hello Kitty has a cat.
That's true. It is like how Hello Kitty has a cat named Charmy.
Well, because Hello Kitty isn't a cat.
Right.
But
that's true. She's a little girl.
Right. And I do know this. That's one of the other.
Does she just dress like a cat?
No.
No, she dresses like a little girl.
But
I like that Charmy also just looks like Kitty. They didn't even. It's not even like she has a calico cat. It's like no, she has a cat that's just her.
Trey.
Wait, does the cat
Trey, I'm
have
gonna
a
make
cat?
this easy for you.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on.
It's the difference between Mikote and Torijiro, or whatever the fuck Final Fantasy calls their little cat videos.
Oh my god.
Hold on. And Dre, I don't know if that worked for you, but I can also explain it. It's how.
Yeah, no, help me out.
It's how the Twitter icon isn't a bird.
Okay, but it's a drawing of a bird.
No, it's not. It's the Twitter icon.
Does Charmy also have a cat?
Now,
yeah, that's what I was
on.
asking.
Who's this?
The cat has a cat.
Who's this pink cat?
The cat has a cat. It's a cat with a cat with a cat.
Guys, I'm still really fucked up that you're telling me that Hello Kitty is not a cat.
Hello Kitty is a little girl who just looks like that.
What is this?
But it's
so is she a cat person?
No, she's a little girl that's how she looks.
I'm sorry, this one is Hello Kitty and Charmy. And Charmy is wearing Hello Kitty's traditional bow, and Hello Kitty is wearing a Charmy headpiece.
But also is wearing the bow underneath.
Uh-huh. This is too much. This is too many layers.
Well, everyone.
And she's got that little bear.
I also know about Bats Maru because I think that there was one time on Run Button
Bats.
Yeah, that was a big 90s guy.
I remember that. Well, I don't remember it from the 90s. I remember it from on Run Button.
It's just a picture of two cats.
When Kylie kept saying it, and I was like,
One's
"What are
just
you
an
talking about?"
anthropomorphic cat.
My top 3, by the way, are Tuxedo Sam, Kuropi, and Pachako.
Tuxedo Sam.
Tuxedo Sam's great.
Tuxedo Sam's fantastic.
Tuxedo Sam is not wearing a tuxedo. Oh, but is a penguin. I get it. But also is not a penguin, is a little boy or something.
Yeah, sure, of course. Yeah.
This is...
Well, Janine, you have a lot to think about.
I have a lot to think about. Who's Laura Manic? What?
Okay, listen.
Yeah.
Here's this quote.
I don't like
from
this.
Time magazine, where they're interviewing the curator of an upcoming exhibit on Hello Kitty
Okay.
at a museum in LA.
Okay.
And she says that she was corrected. Hold on. I was corrected very firmly. Hello Kitty is not a cat. She's a cartoon character. She is a little girl. She is a friend, but she is not a cat.
Mhm.
She's never depicted on all fours. She walks in six like a two-legged creature. She does have a pet cat of her own, and it's called Charming Kitty. But no, you draw her as a fucking cat. That's a cat person.
Take it up with
I will not let the creator of Hello Kitty gaslight me into saying that that's not a cat.
I mean, but
It's a cartoon.
none of that's wrong. She's never been on all fours.
She doesn't meow.
She doesn't meow.
She eats apples. She goes to school.
If she was my
a cat would eat apples.
If my cat started doing the things that Hello Kitty does, I would be concerned.
You mean if your cat was a little girl? Yeah.
Yeah, if my cat was a little girl, I would be concerned.
Cats can eat apples, so.
Do they like that?
I don't know. Google just told me it's safe.
What? I guess it won't hurt them. It's not like poison.
Cats want to eat a lot of weird stuff. My cat likes potatoes.
Yeah, my cat was big into potato chips.
My cat bullies me whenever I have a bowl of cereal.
I love this one. This one's cute.
Yeah.
Why is it called My Sweet Piano?
I don't know.
It's a sheep.
It's not. You might think
because
it's
it's
a
my
sheep.
melody and my piano. That's adorable.
No, but Melody's a name.
But it's also a
clearly
music.
not. It's clearly a piano. I mean, that's a piano.
People keep asking me, "Is My Sweet Piano a sheep?" And I say no.
It's a piano.
Piano never walks on four legs like a sheep. Piano never bleats like a sheep. Piano is a piano.
Dre is still upset about Hello Kitty in the chat here.
Yeah.
But okay, it's really funny because if you Google Tuxedo Sam, which I had to do, the Hello Kitty wiki is very quick to say that Tuxedo Sam is a boy penguin. But if you do the same thing to Hello Kitty, it does not say girl cat. It just says is a girl.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm fine if you want to say it's okay.
You just need time to absorb this. You're not gonna find. You can't find a reasonable argument against an unreasonable fact. You just have to know that was the creator's intention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. It's also, we have to acknowledge that the difference between Dre and everybody else is that everybody else learned this whenever, that interview went viral a few years ago, and then internalized the knowledge and are now just living with it. And Dre is resisting how we all resisted, but here in the future where we've all accepted.
Yeah.
Are you just Googling different names now?
List of Sanrio characters now.
It's not a burger. It's a
Doki.
bleaker.
Yeah, Doki Doki Yummy Chums is not a burger. It is actually a chicken human.
It never walks on all fours like a burger. It never makes burger sounds.
Yeah.
It's an accountant.
Oh, so it's
You've never heard Doki Doki Yummy Chums sizzle, have you?
It's true. You know what? You got me. I've never heard Doki Doki Yummy Chums sizzle. Pink Kodisu Pinkle-chan. Anyway, whoa, this one, okay, this is some real, this is very late 90s. We're just learning people are doing art on the computer style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is unfortunate. I don't understand. Is it sitting on something? I don't get
Wait,
that.
is its name Digital Citizen?
Oh, it's sitting on a flower.
No. think its name is Pink Chris. Because
if it was called Digital Citizen and also was kind of like a poorly done 3D character, I would that's great.
This is Sanrio's NFT really line, Digital Citizen.
Oh, if Sanrio did NFTs, please don't.
Them and Square Enix.
I would put them at risk.
Yeah, but if they haven't hopped on yet, I have high hopes, but you never know. There might be another.
Yeah. Well, I remember we were talking about the big first NFT or the big second NFT push, right? There was like, over the winter where it seemed like they were everywhere all of a sudden and then immediately disappeared because it felt like everyone hated it so much that it went away. Right. And then it all of a sudden reemerged like the next summer as like this big massive thing. And everyone was all confused of why is this happening now? And it turned out because it was like all these big brand deals were going through that had been made 8 months prior and were just now being done. And if that happens again, that same cycle of it disappearing, and it's just because all of that clout that they got from all those first big brand deals are leading to more brand deals that aren't done yet, you might end up seeing stuff like Sanrio.
I think we're due for an extra hard NFT push just because of the sort of crypto crash that happened. Because the whole purpose of NFTs is to sort of prop up crypto as a valuable thing. So it feels like the people who are invested in it are going to, I don't know. I don't think we've heard the last. I mean, we definitely haven't heard the last of it. It's speaking of skincare, I have like one of those Foreo UFO 2 things, which is like a thing that like vibrates and makes heat or cold and has LEDs in it, and it's like you put your skincare on with it, and it's supposed to be nice. I mean, it is nice. It's supposed to be good for you, but it is nice. That company announced that they're going to be doing a collection of NFTs with their new product release. And it's like, the thing they're most known for is a vibrating brush you put face soap on with. Like the Foreo, like it's got like little, I don't know. That was where they like got big, was everyone had a Foreo to put their face stuff on with. And like, why do you need an NFT collection? It's so...
It just feels like so much of the NFT stuff has been one guy at a brunch table with another guy, and that guy just owns a business, and the conversation went right that time.
100%. Yeah, it's like a CEO met someone else at a CEO mixer or something and convinced them that it was a good idea because they live in a bubble and don't fucking know shit about anything. Yeah.
What are the LEDs supposed to do?
Red LEDs have some evidence that the specific red LEDs are supposed to be good for your skin and for like hair growth and different things. That's the one that has evidence. The Foreo UFO has like a bunch of different colors of LED, and those ones, the evidence is much more tentative. A lot of them don't make sense because, for example, green light should be very bad at penetrating human skin, so it shouldn't really have much of a benefit, but they'll be like, oh, it's like tightening, it'll tighten your pores or whatever the fuck. That stuff seems like bullshit, but the red ones are good for, like, promoting healthy skin and stuff. Mostly it's nice to have a little handheld thing that gets cold really fast, because I don't want to have to keep my shit in the fridge like some people do. But it's nice in the summer to apply products when.
How does it get cold? Is it just made of a cold metal?
I don't know how it gets cold, because it gets colder than it is when it's like ambient. Like if you just like have it and then like touch it, it's like cool because it is metal. But when you turn it on and put it in cold mode, it gets like cold, and it doesn't make any sound. Like a fridge or whatever. It doesn't do any of that. It just gets cold. It's weird, and it kind of freaks me out, but
I'm very curious how it gets cold, because there's not a lot of stuff that just gets cold.
Especially not that form factor. Like it's not even, it's like a little rechargeable thing that fits in your palm. Like it's not big. That feels like technology everything should be using. Not everything. I don't know what a phone would need with cold power, but like, muscle relief stuff. I don't know.
I want a pillow that gets cold.
So I'm gonna talk some real shit here, which is that it's 10 p.m.
Yes.
We've been streaming for 2 hours. I want to go watch AEW Rampage.
Yep, I've been trying to wind down. I have been trying to wind us down.
Sorry that I kept us going too long on.
No. This is a group
Hello Kitty.
effort. We've been enjoying ourselves.
Sometimes you gotta talk shit.
We had a lot to go over. We had to meet Pickle Bickle.
This is. It says Pick Bick.
Yeah, it's Pick Bick.
It's Pick
I also
Bick?
read it as
It's
Pickle
not Pickle Bickle.
I read it as Pickle Bickle. I think that's a better name.
Yeah, I agree.
Pick Bick.
Yeah, it sounds like a
See?
pen
Pick
buyback program.
Well, at least we know.
It might be like Picky Bicky.
Oh,
Picky
sure,
or
Picky
something.
Bicky, yeah.
Picky Bicky.
At
Like I
least
don't know how it would be written out.
Pick Bick Energy. Is this anything? Okay.
Yeah.
At least we know that they're 100% mouse. There will be no.
Thank God.
There will be no confusion about that.
Someone finally acknowledges reality around here.
I love this guy.
Big fan.
There's a newish Pokemon that I feel like is totally ripping off Pickle Bickle here.
Wow.
Did
cool.
Den sort of looks like Raichu a little bit?
Oh, sure.
I hate to break it to you, that Pokemon is not newish. That Pokemon's got to be at least 10 years old.
That's like 2 or 3 generations back, which I think in Pokemon terms, it's not literally new. It's what, 8th generation or something?
No. Generation 6.
Oh, really?
Yeah. According to Cerebi. I don't remember what Generation 6 is. Is that Sword and Shield? No.
Is that XY?
Yes, that is X and Y.
When was XY?
This one is XY?
That was.
Yeah, XY is 3.
We're going to end the stream the second we figure out when Pokemon XY came out. It was 2013. That is 9 years.
Wow.
It's going to be 10 years next year that DD... I nailed it.
I said newish.
That's not new.
I recently
Pokemon's
had a
been around for
conversation-
27 years or something.
Keith
Kids on
recently
TikTok are
tried
gonna
to
drag you
big
for
time
saying that's
me
new.
on how many Pokemon he probably knew. When you were like, yeah, I've played every Pokemon game, so I think that I know more Pokemon than you do. And I was like, okay, Keith.
When was this?
A Halo night a couple weeks ago.
Wow.
This had to have been in a context that made sense, because I don't go around bragging about how many Pokemon I know.
I don't know. This sounds like a Keith thing to do. I say that with nothing but love in my heart. But that sounds like a Keith thing to do.
I don't do a lot of bragging.
No, but you do a lot of like taking pride in how much you know about something.
That's true, but again, it would have had to have been in the middle of a conversation.
Yeah, I'm sure you were talking about
Oh,
how you felt about Pokemon.
There's no way it was in the middle of a completely unrelated... You're
Yeah.
definitely not that person.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But by the way, Allie, I just want you to know.
I know we were talking
Pretty
about
sure I know
wallets, but I
more
know
fucking
so many
Pokemon
Pokemon.
than you do.
I know we're talking about how to file our taxes and everything.
This is the immediate preceding question must have been, Keith, do you think you know more or less Pokemon than me?
That's definitely what happened.
Yeah.
And then you were like, I definitely know more.
All right, so next stream is the Pokemon quiz.
Yeah, Keith, you're gonna
You're
have to
gonna
name
watch
every single
Pokemon
one.
XY on Hulu.
I think I've got 75%, if not 85%.
Okay, yeah.
There's so many Pokemon, Keith.
I know.
Keith is prepared.
I know exactly where I stopped keeping track, and it was
Ooh.
I didn't finish Sun and Moon, so I don't know almost any of the Ultra Beasts. And I didn't memorize all of the Pokemon. I didn't internalize Sun and Moon or Sword and Shield, even though I know a lot of them. I don't know their names.
Oh, I love this little outfit. Are you kidding me? Do
This
owls
guy's
need
great.
binoculars? We gotta go. It starts to say.
Wait, sorry.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah, yeah.
owls need binoculars?
Yeah, because in the picture, it's a little
Yeah.
camper
I think this is because
uniform.
I think this
I'm
is
gonna
because
say
Pata
yes.
Pata Pepe's being like a little park ranger.
Oh,
It's like
sure,
it's
yeah,
like
I would say-
cosplay, you know.
I
Do
love
owls
this
need
little
ranger
man.
clothes? And a scarf.
And a crow, not just a scarf. That's an ascot. It's wearing a red and white polka dot ascot with this park ranger outfit.
I'm loving it. It's looking great.
Yeah, big fan. Anyway,
Yeah.
where can people find people? We didn't intro at all. We really did just roll into it.
Mhm.
We did that last time too.
Yeah.
You can find me on Twitter at Keith J. Carberry, and you can find the Let's Plays that I do at youtube.com/runbutton. Kylie messaged me during this stream to say, hey, should we start releasing Metal Gear Solid 3? And I said, yeah, sure. And so that might be literally out right now. We've done like 4 or 5 sessions of it, but it's been a thin month since Kylie moved and started a new job. So look forward to that.
Yeah. Dre, where can people find you?
Playing Fortnite. It's all I do anymore.
That's a good game.
You got that alien tail on Ariana Grande?
No.
Oh.
I miss the Ariana Grande skin. Have they ever brought that back since the one time they had it out?
That's the thing
Oh,
that's
that
funny
was
with me
real?
with Fortnite is that I
Oh, yeah.
want to keep. I keep looking at the store every day just to see if there's something that I want again.
Yeah.
There's all those BTS songs. I want to get Dinjarin. You can find me over at Ali_West on Twitter. You can find the show over at Friends_Table.
Yeah, you can find me at Bleating Heart on Twitter or on co-host where I occasionally post about pen, not frequently, but I sometimes post about my pen thoughts there. And tomorrow is going to be the first day of Witching Hour for this
shit.
season. I'm going to be honest, I haven't decided if I'm going to start doing those on Twitch or if I'm going to stay on YouTube. I feel like regardless, though, tomorrow's will be on YouTube, and if I decide to move them, I'll use that as a like, hey, we're going to be on YouTube this year, or Twitch this year. But I truly haven't decided. I tend to now just save all this stuff up to the last minute and make a lot of calls at the very last minute.
Fair.
But that'll be around 7 p.m. on my YouTube, which is also Bleeding Heart. Very convenient.
Nice. I'm excited. It's really fuck, I have to pay my rent. We'll be doing that tonight.
Yeah.
Enjoy October, everybody.
Bye.
I also have to pay my rent.